Today on VIP TV, we've got Lerrone Richards speaking to us just a day or two before he challenges Giovanni De Carolis for the European Super-Middleweight title. Lerrone, I've known you a long time since you turned professional. European title is something you always spoke about. What makes it so special?
I believe that there's something to learn at every level. And I've won the British, Commonwealth, and to complete the collection, the Europeans, the next step. And
what sort of challenge does De Carolis bring? I mean, he's a former world champion of sorts. You know, have you had a look at him? What problems is he going to cause you?
Do you know? I've watched a bit of him. Of course, he's very. He's got a very high work rate. He seems very strong. Can box and he can fight. So he's a pretty all-rounded sort of fighter. And he also brings a lot of pedigree. Like you said, he was former WBA world champion. So he's got a lot of experience, on his side. So, but it's a fight that I believe that I'm ready for now, and a fight that I believe I'm going to win very, very well.
Yeah. I mean, how's it gone for you in Sheffield with Dave Coldwell? Because, you gave up a lot with your family. You become a dad for the first time. How's it been up there for you?
Oh, sorry. Well, it's been very. Sorry. No, it's been. Oh, no, it's been very, very. It's been very. It's been very good. Very challenging at times. Because with Dave, getting it right 9 times out of 10 is not good enough. And but that works very well for me, and I've learned so much out there, and I'm happy, which is the main thing.
Well, I see.
In terms of like being away from my son, it's my job, and I'm doing this not just for myself. I'm doing it for him as well. And when he grows up, I can sit down with him and explain to him what Daddy done, and I'm sure he would understand. And not only that, look, I'm setting an example as well for him too. So I'm very, very happy.
Hey, I'm sure you are. And with Dave, when you say 9 times out of 10 isn't good enough for Dave, is he a screamer? Is he a trainer who puts his arm around you? Well, in that sense, when he thinks you're doing something wrong, how does he tell you that? How does he express himself?
It's funny, really, because there'll be times where he's very relaxed and he'd be like, "Look, Lerrone, you got to do this, you got to do this." But then if he's telling you too many times, he's like, I shouldn't have to tell you like more than 10 times, Lerrone. Do you know what I mean? But he's not just a coach; he's a teacher, and I'm really happy being down there in Sheffield with the boys.
Yeah. What do you make of obviously you're onto the European, these British guys like Lennox Clark calling you out again?
Yeah.
What's your opinion of that?
Do you know what? I don't mind, because if no one's calling you out, it means you're doing something wrong. And but Lennox Clark, obviously, since he's won the British and the Commonwealth title, a lot of fighters are calling him out, and he's very fast to say, "I'm not looking at anyone below me." He's looking at people above. So why can't Lerrone Richards have the same mentality?
So you should. If you're going to be a world champion, you've got to have that mentality. I mean, Canelo's the king of your division. What did you think of him on Saturday? I mean, Billy Joe Saunders has got all the skill sets in the world like you, but couldn't beat him.
Yeah, it was very impressive from Canelo. And I was impressed about the way he went about his business, his temperament. And what I was saying before the fight with Billy, I was saying he's been very consistent. And with Billy, he hasn't been as consistent as what he should have been, coming up to that fight. But I believe Billy put a good account of himself. He showed bits in that fight where he took some sort of control, but overall, very impressive performance from Canelo.
Yeah, I mean, he's beaten 6 or 7 Brits. Do you see yourself ever fighting in one day or even soon?
Yeah, well, listen, we'll see what happens, but I don't want to be given an opportunity by Canelo. And I hope he hears this. Like, I want to earn my shot, like I've been doing from the beginning. I've had things done the hard way. Why stop now?
Yeah, no, as you say, you work for everything you've got. As you say, Canelo, if someone says to you, you can fight him tomorrow, of course you'd say, yeah, you're a fighter, but you want to go into that fight where you've got a world title or you've got to a mandatory position. Is that what you're saying? Through your efforts and through you beating likes of De Carolis. You know, you've gone through the British scene, you can say. De Carolis having a few wins at European level, a couple wins maybe at world level, and then saying, I'm here.
That's it. And it's about, you know, ticking these boxes. British, Commonwealth, now the next step's the European. I'm ready for that. Win this European title, and then the doors are going to open from there. And the future's bright, mate. The future is bright.
It's very bright for you. And I'm not sure how bright the next couple of days will be, holed up in a hotel in Manchester. What's the bubble like there? Has Eddie got the barber there, the table tennis room? What's there for you all?
Well, I've done the test, I think like an hour ago, and I'm just waiting for my results now. So hopefully, they should come back clear, and then I'll be released, and then I can see what's going on. Yeah. Might try a bit of that table tennis.
Are you a bit of a bandit at it, or what? You're a bit of a king of it, like you are at the Xboxes and stuff, at the video.
Oh, mate, look at my setup. I'll show you my setup. With me, right? So that TV is for the PlayStation, yeah, and then I've got the TV here. Then I got my speaker there as well. So I've got the nice setup, mate. I'm ready, you know, for the next couple of days. Yeah. Until fight.
Who actually wins that? Are you and Zelfa Barrett? I know you're a lot bigger in the ring. You know what I mean on your games.
You'd probably say Zelfa, to be honest. He is, Zelfa. Lyon Woodstock's pretty good as well. Lyon Woodstock. Joe Joyce, he's good at games, Joe. So out of everyone, I'd say Joe Joyce.
Joe Joyce. Yeah, no, it's just that Zelfa tells me you're for real at it as well. So that's how I know you're a bit of a king at it. I know you're one of the elite of all the British boxers. There's about 1,000 of you. I know you're in the, you're getting into the pound for pound top 10 for fighting. And I know you're in that top 10 for computer games and video games or whatever, Xboxes, whatever it is. I'm nearly 60. I don't understand these games. I play a pinball machine. I think I'm advanced.
Yeah, it's good. You know, sometimes it's just good to just chill out, just let your hair down. Do you know what I mean? And forget about boxing for once in a while.
Yeah, well, you try and forget about it for a couple of days, and then once you've weighed in, you just get your head on the game and go and win that title on Saturday night and continue your progression under Dave.
That's it. That's the plan, mate. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks very much for your time. It's always good catching up with you, and have some quality time with your son next week until Dave calls you back in the gym.
All right, I appreciate it. It's always a pleasure, Steve. Always a pleasure.
Lovely talking to you. I'm sure we'll talk in the next few months.
All right, see you later, mate.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Cheers, Steve.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also, Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.